Hi guys, let me start off by saying that I believe Liz Truss will eventually U-turn. When she takes over in September, she'll be faced with a catastrophe. The economy facing a recession, rising energy bills, inflation in double figures, and striking workers. At the moment, she's telling the Tory party supporters exactly what they want to hear. But when she steps into number 10, she will likely do a massive 180. Here she was talking about windfall taxes and why she's against them. But this will likely be another U-turn as well.
I'm not in favour of windfall taxes because fundamentally what they do is they put off investors into our country. And what we need jobs and growth. We need more opportunities. There are fantastic people, for example, investing in this distillery. We need to attract more of that. If we have arbitrary taxes, that puts off investment and it stops growth in the long term.
Actually, that's not true. It doesn't. The energy companies have come out themselves and said it would not impact their plans to invest in the UK. So this is just pointless rhetoric. And of course, it's an attempt to maintain support with the Tory party base. Now, Liz Truss I think she'll likely U-turn on this. She will impose some sort of windfall tax perhaps, but I think on the bigger picture, she's going to have to U-turn. She's going to have to come out with some sort of stimulus plan. Because at the moment, inflation is running at double figures. There's a recession on the horizon, growing civil unrest, more and more people being pushed into poverty, and a bigger likelihood of strike action by workers, maybe even a general strike, one that hasn't been seen since the 1920s. Now, she can take two roads. She can double down and become more aggressive in her rhetoric and her approach to these types of problems, ignoring working class people, ignoring those who are struggling. Or, which is more likely, and I hope I'm right on this, she will look at the crisis and realize I have to do something. And I can't just tinker around the edges. I need to come up with a real plan. And it will be a stimulus plan. It will be putting money in people's pockets. It will be at least something that will help people, and not the half-arsed measures that have been presented so far. Because prices are going up, inflation is going up, and something has to be done about it. Now, it must be remembered that the people who put her into this position, the far right within the Conservative Party, the low taxation, small government, anti-immigration people, they would be very upset if she does a U-turn and she helps out ordinary people. Because they put her there because they believed her rhetoric. Now, she's a charlatan like Boris Johnson, so she'll say one thing one day and do the complete opposite the next. And these people should already know that. But they seem to be gluttons for punishment in a sense, because they believe liars and then complain after that they've been lied to. And Liz Truss will have to do this. Otherwise, there will be civil unrest. You can't keep the far right within the Conservative Party happy. They're never happy. But you won't be able to create a situation where more and more people are going into poverty. There's greater civil unrest. There is more strike action, and you sitting on your hands because you don't want to upset the likes of the ERG or the far right within the Conservative Party. So I think she's going to U-turn on this. I think she has to U-turn on this. And of course, it will upset the Tories. And it will likely see her booted out not that long after. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.